Here is a 150-year-old steam locomotive parading through the centre of London in a ceremony that dates back to 800 years ago. Oh, how very, very British. With marching bands, golden carriages, and lots of waving, the Lord Mayor's show, or Lady Mayor's show this year, is flooded with medieval tradition. But there's a lot of reasoning why this engine in particular was part of the 2025 proceedings. Given this channel's username, when it was announced that a Terrier would be returning to the capital, you just knew that I'd be along to cheer it on. So, why did Fenchurch return to Fenchurch?
Right, lads.
Let me take you by the hand and lead you through the streets of London.
It's difficult to tell why they called that Tower Bridge.
London in the year 1215 was a tense and often unruly place to be, a tradition that has also been upheld today. King John agreed to the idea of having an elected mayor of the city, to establish some illusion of voting power to the people of the commune. The only condition was that the winning mayor would have to travel through the streets of the city and swear loyalty to the king. As with many ancient English rituals, this soon developed into a crowd-grabbing spectacle, known each November as the Lord Mayor's Show. In the days before television, this was the ultimate marketing opportunity. A 3-mile long stream of unskippable adverts, meaning that you couldn't cross the road in those days.
They're holding a sign that says "Give Keys a Chance."
What?
I'm guessing farmers? There's a college.
In the years of television, it was the first outside event to ever be broadcast live, and in 2025, it's still something to watch when the football isn't on.
Yay, the parade. Got the horrid lorries.
On the 8th of November, many roads were shut and sprinkled with sand to make way for over 100 different charities, social groups, businesses, and forces to spread the word of what they're all about. This was the day before Remembrance Sunday, so appropriately the city was decked out with poppies, red, white, purple and black.
Traction engine! Oh, if the traction engine was fully Fenchurch, that would have just been icing on the cake.
Whatever floats your imagination can think of took part in the show. But one of the most unique examples was Fenchurch, chauffeured on the back of a lorry. Now, I've done a complete history video on this very engine previously, but it's very appropriate that number 72 was chosen to represent her home at the Bluebell Railway. "50 of these little Terrier tank engines were built from 1872 to work the sprawling lines of South London. Each were named by the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway after a district in the city: Fenchurch, Stepney, Whitechapel, and so on. Though she be little, she is fierce, as even after newer, bigger locomotives took over, these elegant Victorian relics steamed on until retirement in the 1960s.
Oh, they're not Terriers, we're gonna...
Fenchurch became the oldest engine still working on the British Railways network, a modest 90 years of age. Its celebrity status led to the engine being preserved, under the care of the volunteers at the Bluebell Railway in East Sussex. Throughout its career, it would never have run trains to Fenchurch Street itself, but nevertheless it's rather symbolic that it got to drive through the very streets that it was named after. It's actually not the first time that this has happened either. In 2022, sister engine Poplar marked its 150th birthday by being displayed at Poplar Station. With Canary Wharf looming overhead, this really contrasted how much has changed in the city that these trains helped to develop. Arguably, another suitable candidate to take part in the show would have been Stepney, turning 150 in December 2025. No bias here, honest. Still, as the oldest terrier, Fenchurch is known for taking a starring role. In 1975, it took part in the 150th anniversary celebrations of the Stockton and Darlington Railway. Now in 2025, she represented the 200th anniversary of the modern railway, by being taken down the road. Across the 8 centuries that this show has taken place, there is another extremely significant milestone celebrated in 2025. Dame Susan Langley has been elected as the first official Lady Mayor of London. And of her 697 predecessors, she is the 3rd woman to ever have the role. The morning parade allowed her to witness the participants passing by. Another notable example this year was the newly restored Bluebird K7, the late Donald Campbell's hydroplane. Built in 1955, this glorious jet-powered craft smashed the water speed record at 276 miles an hour. Alas, it was fatally destroyed in a subsequent world record attempt. Recovered from the depths, it is a wonder that it's still around, in working order today. Again, one of many truly special elements to the Lady Mayor's show. The return procession allowed Dame Langley to join in, carried aboard the oldest of Great Britain's 3 great stagecoaches that is still in regular use. Built in 1757 for this exact role. There's a brief overview of the pomp and pageantry regaling the Lady Mayor's show. And huge congratulations must go to the thousands of participants, and to the Lady Mayor of London herself. If you'd like to learn more about Fenchurch, or many of the other terriers that still grace our world today, then I have a playlist that I think you'll love. Subscribe for more if you like trains. Trains are likeable, like dogs. And in this case, the terrier was the best in show, in my opinion. Thanks for watching. This video was thanks to the following channel patrons: Alex Goodman, GBH Train, Sean Tempest, Random Thomas Fan, Dark White 73, Andrew Dyack, Reese Lee Walter, Ryan RTS, Ewan Pentland, Steam Power 4472, Jude 72, Firewind 10, Lunaker's Photography, Mario Sonic 64, Elias, TJOC 9891, Tamsy, Insane Edward, SB Track Tales, Eisenstag 04, and Henry Forrester.